What is good, Divine Diamond? It is always Divine Timing on Divine Diamond. I appreciate you guys so freaking much for joining me today. Today we're gonna do a reaction video to Julienhimself, how to overcome fear and anxiety. 3 simple ways to let go of fear, okay? A lot of you guys have been asking me what to do for anxiety, so I figured I would react. So shout out to Julian Blanc in the building. I learned a lot from him. If you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment your thoughts and opinions down below, share this video with a friend, hit that bell so you can be notified every time I post another lit ass video. Make sure that you DM me at the real Diamond M and let me know what I should be reacting to next. And tell a friend today ain't your mama, tell they Uncle Joe. He's spiritual. Let's get right into this motherfucking video, y'all. Let's get it. I'm just waking up, y'all, so if I seem a little woo-woo, that's why, okay?
So the first thing you need to understand before we get to the how-to is that there are 2 types of fear. There's realistic fear and unrealistic fear. Realistic fear is good. It's when the emotion that is fear kicks in. And this emotion contains valuable data. Okay, it's necessary. You wouldn't be alive without it. We tend to dismiss all fear, like I must overcome all fear. All fear is bad.
He always has the dope ass locations that he's on and just like beautiful scenery. That's what he's known for, you know. So I think his camera quality is always lit as shit, and it's always nice to see him in a different location.
But that's not true. Okay, realistic fear is necessary. If there's a threat and I don't experience that emotion that is fear, sending me the data,
that's gonna be an issue.
Don't go there. You're gonna
always trust your instincts.
Die. What's preventing me from going there?
Right.
I'd probably be dead.
Right.
Okay, so the emotion that is fear is good. However, the way it works is the threat is present, you experience fear, the threat is gone, you don't experience fear. Okay, that is realistic fear. Unrealistic fear is when you experience fear when there is no threat. Okay, when fear, as an example, becomes this permanent state. Just always tense,
fearful of everything.
Always afraid when there's no reason to be afraid.
Leave me a comment down below if you have ever experienced this type of fear. I definitely have in a lot of stages of my life, and I think it comes from childhood trauma and shit like that, and trauma just in everyday life and things that happen to arise as we get older and older, you know, and we get more traumatized by different experiences, and those little traumas add up into big traumas. And if you don't ever heal those things, then you end up carrying them with you, which is even more toxic, you know. So we need to clean out our spiritual closet, our emotional closet, probably more than we need to clean our, well, I would say just about as much as we need to clean our own home, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Right. Or conditioned fear, where you fear something that isn't a threat, but you're conditioned to believe that it is a threat. Or when you're triggered, as an example, and we're going to talk about this, where your response to reality is disproportionate. Why? Because trauma is being poked at.
Yes.
That is unrealistic fear. That's what you must let go of, but not realistic.
A lot of that stuff is in your subconscious mind that you cannot let go of without going inside yourself and healing those traumatic experiences one by one. And that could be one of the most scariest experiences and the most challenging, because who wants to go back to a traumatic time in their life, relive it so they can accept it and let it go? It takes balls or vagina, or you know what I mean. It takes courage to make the decision to do it and then follow through and push through it. You know what I'm saying? It is very difficult to do, but if you sit down and take the time to do it, then you will be able to transcend that energy into something way more positive.
Fear. Okay, so I want to make this subtle point here, because we do live in a society that's like, just get rid of all fear. But if you're trying to do that, you're ultimately trying to disown an important part of who you are, the emotion that is fear. Every single emotion, and remember this, has its place and is necessary. The same thing with guilt. If you didn't experience shame, emotion that is guilt, you wouldn't know that you're doing something that's out of alignment or out of integrity with who you are. Okay, if you didn't experience stress even, you would know, like, hey, there's something you need to bring your attention to. There's something important right here. That
is so true. So what he's basically saying is fear is not something to look down on yourself upon, because everybody's going to feel it. Everybody's going to feel a form of stress from time to time. But what he's saying is we need those signals. Look at them as signals instead of, damn, I shouldn't be feeling this way. Disowning that emotion. Own that emotion, and then shift your focus to what it's telling you to resolve, you know?
So every emotion has its place, but every emotion is temporary and always serves a purpose. So let's get into the practical steps to overcome this unrealistic fear. Step number 1 is go out and experience more of the world. You might be thinking, what? To overcome fear, like experience more of the world? Yes. You want to know why? Because the more you experience the world, the less you fear. A lot of this unrealistic fear comes from being a little too sheltered. And this is key. If you take someone and you raise them their entire lives in this little safe room, their little safe space, it's like, don't go out. It's a scary world out there. Just stay in your room.
And that's what I'm afraid about when I have kids. The whole homeschooling thing, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure that I could put my kid in, you know, boxing lessons and gymnastics and swimming lessons or whatever he or she wants to do. But I also want my kid to have the experience of being around people in his same age, you know, around his same age and his same grade, you know, and just seeing what the real world is all about. And if I'm doing my job as a parent, then I'm going to make sure that I guide him or her and provide him or her with the with the tools to be able to take on whatever it is that life gives him or her, if that makes sense, you know. So I don't know, guys. I'm on the fence with homeschooling and actually allowing my child to go to a regular school, because I know also you become your environment, you know, and I know that I can create a safe space for my child. So I don't know. You guys leave me a comment down below. I know that there's a lot of mothers and fathers out there who watch my channel. So let me know, what is your opinion on homeschooling versus, you know, a public school? Anybody who does homeschooling, let me know the benefits, the pros and the cons, because with anything there's pros and cons, you know. With public schools there's pros and cons. With homeschooling there's pros and cons. Why did I pause it at the most weirdest time? Look at him. He looks like Uncle Joe. Anyway.
That person going out into the street for the first time, as an example, just seeing the wind and like the trees move could be like, what is that? What is a tree?
Right.
It's not an actual threat, but because they haven't experienced much, any little thing can be scary.
Facts.
So if you go out and you actually put yourself into new situations, go and experience new things, you get to know the world more, and you get to know what is a threat or not, as opposed to assuming that perhaps every little thing that is unknown is a threat.
Facts.
Okay, this is something I personally experienced when I first started traveling. You know, in the very beginning, I'm like, oh, I'm flying to a new country. I'm all alone.
I know people like that.
Different events and set it up. Oh my God. And I actually experienced fear. Now, was there an actual threat there?
No. Anything that you are not used to doing, you're going to feel fearful about it, you know. When you come across people who are not vibrating at the same level, or people who are not at your stage of spiritual development or beyond, you will notice that a lot of them are scared of you, or they shun you or make you feel like you're crazy, or oh my gosh, you worship the devil, because you have ideologies that are out of the norm, that are not accepted by society, or that are outside of the realm of their own thinking and their own religious beliefs, their belief system in general. So when you challenge somebody else, or when you have, not even challenge, you don't even have to challenge their belief systems, but in a way you are challenging what they believe when you are expressing what you believe in, if that makes sense, you know, and what's shaping your reality and how you're manifesting your dreams and desires. Some people think that you might be a witch, or, you know what I'm saying, like that you do black magic. In all reality, all you're doing is understanding that you come from source energy and you are able to create. You're creating anyway. So you might as well create the life that you want to live. You know, you might as well heal the traumas of the past so you can have a better life, more fulfilling life. You can live it how you want to live. You can go live it on autopilot and just let life happen to you. Or you can say, look, I know that I'm the creator of my life, and I'm going to create the things that I want to create, you know, through conscious creation.
You know, going to an event, like there's no threat.
Let's
what
see
if this
number
happens?
two.
What about that? This is that you make yourself focus on things that are aligned with and that reinforce a different state. Okay, a challenge that I love to do and that I recommend you do as well is what I call the Good Deeds Challenge.
Okay.
Where every day for 30 days, just give yourself this challenge for 30 days. Every day, write down 3 good deeds that you saw someone do. Whether it's a small good deed like holding the door open, just 3 good deeds you saw someone do, and do 3 good deeds yourself. If you do this for 30 days, what is it doing? It's taking control of your focus, and instead of letting it just automatically go towards fear, it's going towards kindness.
How can I help someone?
People helping each other.
Right.
And
so he's basically saying reinforce positive things. You know, so you can do this with anything in your life. Like he said, doing a good deed. It can be something like giving value. A lot of us don't feel like we have any value to give unless it's monetary. You can give value in so many other ways than money. You can make somebody feel good. You can smile at the cashier. You can ask how somebody's day is going. You can, you know, be there for somebody when they need a listening ear, you know, and you can do that. And then you can also, like he said, go throughout your day and acknowledge 3 times when you see someone giving some type of value, whether it be, you know, somebody paying for somebody's lunch, or somebody, like he said, opening a door, or somebody just doing something nice. That is giving value to the world, you know. So yeah, I think it's a good challenge, and you can challenge yourself in different ways and shift your focus to more positive things.
Okay, another thing you can do is just cut out the news. Why? Because
I do not watch the news at all.
This state of fear. Take out all those influences that keep it alive. It doesn't mean, of course, become oblivious to real threats. Be like, oh, there is no such thing as any fear at all. No.
Right.
But if you're someone who's just really stuck, always fearing things, then yeah, change those influences, and you'll notice a lot of that unrealistic fear will start fading away. So that's step number 2. And step number 3 is to re-own the different aspects of yourself that you disowned in the past, including past traumatic experiences, as an example.
This is key.
That are keeping a lot of this unrealistic fear alive.
Right.
If you take the example of being triggered, okay, what is being triggered? When your response is disproportionate to reality. So let's just say you experienced some trauma as a child where you were shamed in class. Now, from an adult perspective,
that was me, okay? I don't know if y'all watched the previous live, but I felt so stupid. I feel so stupid now. I felt so stupid then, but I feel so stupid now, and I judge myself for the way I felt back then. I remember a time, y'all, I was in class, and I remember it had to be like kindergarten or 1st grade, right? I was really young. And I remember, you know, my name is Diamond Murphy. My last name is Murphy, you know, like Eddie, okay? And I remember this one specific time, I even remember the guy's name, and I'm not gonna say his name, but his name is a popular rapper's name. He was like, oh, your last name is Murphy? Like Eddie Murphy, ha ha ha, and the whole class started busting out laughing, right? And I started crying like a little bitty bitch, okay? Like, I don't know why it hurt my feelings so much. I don't know if it hurt my feelings or I just wanted some attention or both. I don't know, man. But I just felt embarrassed, and I told the teacher, and the teacher really thought it was gonna be a real issue at first because she didn't know what it was. And she was like, what's wrong, Diamond? I said, well, he said that he laughed at me because my last name is Murphy, like Eddie Murphy. So then my teacher ends up laughing, you know? So not only did the class laugh, the teacher laughed too. And the teacher did have a little giggle, but she was like, oh, it's okay, you know? She understood where I was coming from, but she also was like, okay, you know, from an adult standpoint, like, this shit is funny. Why the fuck are you, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be this sensitive. But then, like, that really, that's a moment in my life where I was shamed publicly. I felt shame, and then I felt stupid, you know what I'm saying, for feeling the way I felt. So I disowned that part of me too, you know? I disowned the part of me to where I felt like I couldn't share what was going on. I couldn't express my emotions or be sensitive, or, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was too sensitive. And I judged myself for that. And I saw that show up in my life, you know, as I got older and shit. And that has always stuck with me. So y'all leave me a comment down below and let me know if there's anything in and that's only one. And I'm pretty sure we have a lot of them. But let me know of a time in your life where you went through something traumatizing. And the average person will be like, how could that be traumatizing? But as a kid, the school, the classroom, that's all you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know the outside world. So this is your world. And if you're not accepted in this world, in this class, it feels like you are threatened. You know what I'm saying? It feels like your life is in shambles, if that makes sense at all. But yeah, y'all, crazy as shit. But now, funny enough, like if I'm calling a customer service line, or my previous job, when people ask what my name was, I would say Diamond, M-U-R-P-H-Y, Murphy, just like Eddie. And it's a joke to me now. It's funny to me now because I understand. But yeah, that's a little story about me, a little quick story time. But let's see what kind of advice he has for this.
Perspective, this doesn't look or sound very traumatic. You're like, well, what do you mean shamed in class? Don't be a little special snowflake.
Right.
But from a child's perspective, it's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
From your perspective as a child, the classroom is the world. You don't know the world beyond the classroom. If you don't fit in this classroom, it feels like you're going to die.
Right.
Survival instinct kicks in. You're like, oh, I'm going to die if I speak up. Everyone's shaming me.
Right.
I'm going to disown the part of me that speaks up.
Right.
Never speak up again.
Absolutely.
And then you live your life that way. And here you are in your adult life. You're like, oh,
little scared bitch.
And you get triggered. That same survival instinct, I'm going to die if I do this, kicks in.
Right.
Now, realistically, in a public setting, if you speak up or say something, you're not going to die. Is there an actual threat?
No, it's not.
The answer is no.
Right.
Now, I guess it depends where you live. If you live in a very dangerous area, then there might be a real threat, and that might be realistic fear.
Right.
But in most cases,
you're not
out in public, the worst that'll happen is someone might stare at you.
Okay.
That's really it.
Facts.
Yet we feel like we're going to die. That is when you're triggered. That is a part of unrealistic fear. Or the constant state of fear. That's a more subtle way of being triggered. Just never truly been able to feel at home in your body, feel at home with yourself.
Feel comfortable
with yourself. Because there's all this stuff you're stuffing down. Right. Keep it down. Disown it.
All of this comes from resistance, y'all. And that's why meditation is so freaking important. Trauma healing is so important. And trauma healing especially, because when you meditate, still it's a way of distracting yourself from everything that you stuffed in your subconscious mind. So imagine you meditating. Yeah, it's nice to, okay, I'll put it like this. Meditating is like cleaning up your whole house, but your closet is junky as fuck still if you're not doing trauma work with it. Okay, and trauma work is a lot deeper, and we will definitely get into that. There's nothing wrong with meditating. Meditation is great, but you also have to do the healing work, which is the skeletons in the closet, the baggage that we have stuffed down in our subconscious mind. We can't have a clean house with a dirty closet or a messy closet. You know, that shit is all disorganized and stuffed in there. You know, you can barely open the door. You can't, once you open the closet, shit starts falling on you. You know, you have to clean that shit out.
So the more you re-own who you are and validate who you are, the less you will be triggered, and this whole chunk of unrealistic fear will fade away. Okay? Fear of speaking in public is unrealistic fear. It's not necessarily comfortable, but a lot of it,
you're not gonna die,
is something inside of you being poked at. Going to say hi to a stranger, say hi to a girl, say hi to a guy, that's not something to be very afraid of. Nothing's going to really happen except for, no thank you. That's the worst case scenario if someone doesn't want to say hi to you. No thank you. That's it. Yet we feel like the world's going to explode. Being triggered is good. Why? Because the closer it is to your awareness, the easier it is to catch, to become aware of, and then you can trace it back to its source and re-own what's being poked at inside of you. Okay, so being triggered is great. Use it to your advantage.
It's what you do when you're triggered that makes all the difference. You know, if you get triggered and you go pick up that drink, you overeat. This is where addictions come into play a lot of the times. When we do get triggered, we want to escape reality, you know, because we don't want to deal with those emotions, but they're always going to be there. So why run and hide? You might as well face them, embody them, so they can naturally move through you. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you guys feel, and let me know some of your personal experiences, you know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by. All of my new subscribers, welcome to the Divine Diamond. All of my subscribers who have been here since it was blazing studded, I appreciate you guys so much as well. We're gonna keep going up, man. I'm gonna keep staying consistent on this channel, at least 3 to 4 videos are gonna be going up every single week on this channel, so make sure that y'all stay tuned and leave me a comment down below on other things that you guys would like help with or have questions about, and I will try to do some reactions on those as well. I love you guys so freaking much. Make sure if you have not already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment your thoughts and opinions down below, share this video with a friend, hit that bell so you can be notified every time I post another lit ass video. Make sure that you DM me at The Real Diamond M and let me know what I should be reacting to next. And tell a friend today ain't your mama, today ain't Uncle Joe. He's spiritual. I will see you guys in the next motherfucking video. Love y'all, man. Peace. And we out.